All right, welcome to another stream of Star Citizen. We're on the 4.3.1 PTU environment, running patch 102.71210. Now, this is a new patch that was released 7 or 8 hours ago. So we are going to log in and see what it's all about. We're going to select Lawville as our starting location. As always, let me just check the patch notes. The link is in the description if you want to check that out yourself. It is doesn't say US only. Not that I can read here. Let's see if it will allow us to log into the EU. We should get okay. So it is US only. If we go US, it's going to log us in. It's strange. It usually says US only. It usually gives you a regional indication of where the PTU is running. Sometimes it runs on both EU and US, but I'm thinking I've missed something. But I'm reading it like for the 15th time, and it doesn't say US only. All backers PTU channel. Long-term persistence enabled, mesh configuration starting aUEC. Okay. Testing focuses on stability and bug fixes, Onyx Facilities Part 3, Medgel, Respawn Resource, Dropships and Watchtowers, Vault, LMG, same as last time. Ship armor and ballistic damage changes Part 2, new ships, RSI, Apollo, Triage and Medivac. Known issues. PU medbed, tier 1 medical bed, maximum distance respawn is incorrect. We don't know about that because we haven't found an Apollo with hang on, let me turn this volume down because it's absolutely driving me nuts. Let me turn it down to 50% as always. Right, that's better. Right, PU in Stanton, player will be rescued and respawn back at the facility after being incapacitated. We've seen that, but it doesn't always respawn us back at the Onyx facility. Sometimes it sends us back to our respawn point. Pyro, the turrets at Faro data centers are not firing. Don't know about that, we haven't been there yet. Ladders, player is unable to mantle ladder from the top to climb down. Okay. Doesn't give any indication of where that is, so I'm guessing all ladders. We haven't had that problem, but we can certainly test it out. Argo Atlas is unable to pull a cargo off a ship's cargo grid after it's moved from place of origin to new location, and PU in Stanton, equipment and armor dropped on the ground will be suspended in midair, making them unable to be interacted with. And the PU missions, eliminate all missions are not completing after all AI have been eliminated. What does that mean? I think AI refers to NPCs, which isn't AI. Again, this is my pet peeve. People call anything that moves on the screen AI, and it's not. It's nowhere near AI. You know, it's like calling a fucking calculator. It runs from quantum mechanics. I'm going to get off that. It just drives me nuts as that AI. Making it sound great when all it is procedural programming. That's all it is. Bug fixes, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 potential fixes. Inserting a med-gel canister into a mechanical kiosk receptacle removes player ability to interact. Well, we tested this 2 days ago and it was fine. Could test it again today. Quantum beacons not present for medical assistant missions. Don't know, because we're not stupid enough to take one on. In fact, we could get a friend to do one. Wicklow turning has a 15-minute cooldown between turnings. And it says Wicklow turn is have. That's a spelling mistake. Med-gel canister loses interactions when dropped, placed after opening or closing with personal inventory. Never seen that one. RSI Apollo series medical beds will not accept medical canister even when empty. Well, it's a new ship, you're going to have issues with it. Stringing aim is present on the retract and deploy elevator rails button on the Apollo. Oh god, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 potential fixes for the Apollo. Out of 14 potential fixes, half of them are for the Apollo. Good luck with that, guys. PU vehicles, multiple vehicles radar component appears to be broken material applied. Okay. Cooling pipes, the ASD Delvin Phase 3 mission. Salvageable pipes are not displaying as broken for certain players with a mission. Certain players, okay. And fixed 2 client crashes, fixed 1 server crash, and fixed a client deadlock. Alright. Okay. Let's have a look at the bug fix discussion. Medical gameplay, blah, 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 blah. Yada, 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 medical gameplay, fucking hell. It's as if the whole, or the majority of, turn that global chat off, the majority of Star Citizen backers have turned into medical, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's weird. It's what it is. Right, what containers have we got? Salvage skull. We will, in fact, we'll do our ships first. We'll get our ships going. Stalker, deliver that. Deliver the Titan and get the medical Pisces done, and then the expedition. Crusader C2. Cutlass Black. That Cutlass Black is proven to be quite useful. It is. Very much so. But I wonder why they've brought a Skull Crusher paint out for the Ursa, because the Ursa's not really considered a pirate vehicle. But you've got a pirate paint for it. I'm just glad they brought out another paint for the Ursa. The ones I've got, they're alright, I suppose. They're not. They're different from the norm, which is fine. Let's have a look. Vehicles. So we will put the Skull Crusher on the, and then the Iron Weave on the Titan. Rescue 1 gets the code blue. And Rescue 2 gets the red rooster. And Scrubland for the expedition. Cerberus for the C2. And whatever foundation livery for the Cutlass Black. Okay. Got no other paint jobs for the Cutlass Black because it's not exactly a ship that I am. Oh, come on. Why won't it click on that Black Heron? Now I just want to see if it's got the Hemera. It has got the Hemera, but I don't think I've got any other. No, I haven't. We've got the Hemera in there, which is great. And for the Ursa, I will put the Skull Crusher on the Ursa and yeah, Respite. No. The Adja. No, wait a minute. I'm gonna go back. Who's messaging me? I know what I'm doing. That is Summers chickening out of logging in right now. Unequip that. I want. Oh no, I want. No, I want Adja for this. Go back. I know what I'm doing. I wish I did. Right, I want Adja for this. Hey? Is unequip. Right, I want Skull Crusher on the Ursa. I've messed this up, this is my fault. And I want Adja on the Medivac. Right, okay, fine. So we've got I think we might we might bring up the Constellation. We get the
to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Constellation. There we go. Retrieve that.
Your vehicle has been deployed to visitors again.
And then it's a large hangar, isn't it? This is going to be fun. Hey, dear. Hang on a minute. Got some dust on my mouse cable, which I'm cleaning off. Right. Let's open a. That's a bit dark, isn't it? That's a bit. It's a bit dark on the old thing. Anyway, we ain't got no sustenance armors, right? We'll put all these in here, and every bit of dust up we can find. And and these. Oh, hang on, I know what I'm doing. Them. Might we take the TC4? Whatever this set of armor is, I'll use that for messing about with. More dust up. And I'll take the Doofa armor, you know, the Corbel, whatever it's called. Take all that as well. Don't know how much of that I'll be doing. Stone skin. fully intend to be sinkhole, dust up, cobble legs. I want this patina shit. I love patina. Well, no, I don't love patina. I just like it more than Halcyon, Maya. I like it more than C4. And then I think we're on to the subscriber gear, aren't we? Yeah. In fact, I might as well shove all this in here. That is, I think, as far as we want to go. Now, the clothing, we'll take the Falston suit. Did I have any boots in here? No, I ain't got any boots. I might have to rob some boots when I see them. Right, weapons. So we want them. Field flashlight, we want them. Any of those. La 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 la. We'll take whatever we can use. That is a 1 times. Take that. Actually, we'll take that. Why not? Field flashlight, Gamma Plus, and Suppress 3. We don't use them. That's the S-band. We're not taking that. Purple. Don't want that. We'll take that. Gamma Plus Lumen holographic. Wow. That's a new one on me. Don't want the orange. Press a 1. Field flashlight. Okay. Hello, Exarga Technical Support. How can I help?
My tit tassels, the motor doesn't work anymore.
Excuse me, mate. Are you Australian?
I am. I'm definitely Australian, and I'm hoping that this is tit tassel support helpline, right?
Well, I'm sorry, mate, but we don't do Australians because we can't understand what the fuck you're going on about most of the time. However,
You're gonna have to speak up. I don't speak colonizer.
right, mate. Right up, mate.
Righto, mate.
Yeah. For tit tassel support, you want meatspin.com.
Actually, you know, I think I was definitely waiting for bad cows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely, he knows all we need to know about tit tassels. He's the man, definitely.
Really? I need to get to know him a little bit better.
You and me both. I'm just making a judgment call without any basis.
Yeah, well, those are the best judgment calls, mate, to be honest.
I usually think so. They require no effort. It's
absolutely,
like all reward.
Yeah. Just accusation and allegation with wanton abandon. Just fucking say it and it's
the
true.
gift that keeps on giving.
Isn't it? Isn't it just?
Isn't it just?
I'll tell you what. I am finding out who is. I took the piss out of a lot of Evocati members for being fanboys about the Apollo and all this medical shit. And I'm finding out in recent days who's got who's taken the hump with me. Because
he's got a sense of humour. Who doesn't?
yeah, that's it. and I'm,
Fair enough.
I'm trying to talk to people, and they're just fucking blanking me now, and I'm just
Oh,
fucking. Yeah. I don't know.
uh,
I don't know whether to sort of give the thumbs up or say mission accomplished. It's one of the two. But yeah, it's just funny. I mean, I did make I was playing with Bad Cows yesterday. I did make quite a few jokes, and I don't think he was getting them.
all
Maybe
right.
maybe I'm being a little bit too sarcastic because
Could be, possibly could be.
English people, when they're trying to be funny, they are overly sarcastic, and it doesn't go down well with everybody.
Australians can be pretty sarcastic as well. Like we really are also, we tend to roast each other a lot when we like people.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? We're really into that roast culture.
yeah,
And it's kind of like if we're not roasting each other, you sort of go, okay, what's wrong? But I mean, like it's got to be the right kind of roasting, obviously. You get it. You hear it. You know what we're doing. But yeah, I do know that a lot of people don't necessarily. I don't know. Sarcasm can, I don't know, it's just like any series of jokes, right? It can exist on a lot of levels, I think.
yeah.
Like some people can be really super biting with it. It can be incredibly intelligent, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, so not everybody gets it. I guess.
Yeah.
I think that side cows usually would get it. He's got a pretty good sense of humor, but at the same time, anybody could fucking miss it.
I'm just I'm looking through my inventory, and I've got duplicated items. Only certain items. And it was the same sort of yesterday. I had a few duplicated items, but only a few. Like containers and shit.
I've got a mouse wheel again, by the way. My mouse arrived today. Yeah, it feels
Nice.
lovely.
Yeah. That'll be a nice change for you.
I didn't have that long without it, but it did feel like I was struggling a little bit more just to do basic things.
Yeah.
Kind of don't realize how often you rely on it.
Well, that's it. You don't notice until you don't have it anymore, whatever it is, like anything else, really. What am I missing? I'm missing oh, fucking hell, this is a mess. I'm missing a mirage. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, okay. Mining. And one of these. What have we got in ammo? Fucking bastards are empty now. The full canisters, the SRT canisters, I only keep the full ones. And when there's a new release, it gives me the canisters, but they're empty. So, I don't know what's going on there, but it's strange.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I think I've got everything I need. Don't need any ammo, do I know? No, I just collect this shit until it gets deleted. Fucking hell. Yeah, I think that's good. Better. Oh shit, no, I need to give myself a tractor beam. Bloody tractor beam, mate. Yeah, I've got that. Right, I'm sorted, I think. There's plenty of bugs to track down. If you look at the bug discussion, there's out of 14 potential fixes, 7 are for the Apollo.
Right.
So.
Right. Okay.
You can understand that with it being a new ship. There's teething troubles.
Yeah. Sure.
But I stole one yesterday. I took off from Everest, and there was a Apollo parked outside. I didn't know which it was, whether it was a triage or a medical. I think Bad Cows knows which one it was because he took it for a spin. And
Doesn't Bad Cows have one?
I don't think so. I don't think he does because I've been ribbing him about having one over the past few days, and he's not sort of said, "Oh, I've got one." Plus, he was interested in taking the one I stole for a spin yesterday, and I think it turned out really well for him. Actually, I think he liked it. 2, 4, 8, 1. Right, okay, that's good. See which one of these fucking disappear. Because I'm sick of the containers. You bring them up from the warehouse and they go fucking missing. I think I've got them all. No, I haven't. The 4s have gone missing. Oh, no, they haven't. No, I've got them all.
Okay.
I've got them all. That's cool.
Great.
So I'm gonna bring these all up. I've been watching the sumo this morning, day 3 of the September tournament in Tokyo, and seems to be a lot more interest this year for sumo outside of Japan. You know,
Right.
there's a channel I watch on YouTube called Midnight Sumo, and there's just like thousands of people watching, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, it's never been this busy before. And I'm wondering what's changed, you know, I'm wondering what's attracted all these people.
Who's interested? I can't say that I hear a hell of a lot about sumo in my average travels.
Yeah.
It's certainly not a pop culture thing.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see it getting that kind of, attention.
It's just something I got into in my teens due to a friend of mine who was into it. And, you know, I started watching it, and it's all the history and tradition of the sport that I love.
I actually have followed it myself. I'm a big lover of Japanese and world history in general.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, it's rare to find somebody that knows jack shit about sumo. And, you know, while I know a bit about sumo, since you're, you know, aficionado, you'll know more about it.
I'm not an aficionado, mate.
You're not? Oh, okay.
No, I'm not. You know, if you start talking sumo talk, like, oh yeah, you know, fucking Yobidashi, Komabatsu and all this shit, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I know people that do that, and I think it doesn't help especially if you're not a Japanese speaker. You know, you've got to be really into it.
It gets a bit jargony, doesn't it? It does
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
get jargony for you if it's not your...
But there is an Australian guy, God, what's his name? Murray... he does a lot of the horse racing. It's annoying me now. I'm going to have to Google it. Murray somebody. Murray Johnson. You know Murray Johnson?
I don't follow sport really at all, to be honest
Right.
with you. I follow history. That's my knowledge really more of sumo.
He's an Australian guy, a newscaster, and he's been doing the sumo commentary since like the 1990s.
Right.
And he makes it so easy to understand. Like if he uses a word that's not familiar, he'll explain what it is.
Oh, that's nice.
So you learn it as you watch it.
Go. Yeah. That's really cool.
And he
It's one
really
thing
is
that
good.
Australia does have a very strong sports culture. You know, I'm one of the odd ones out for not being into it. You know.
Right.
So, you know, I think we do come up with some, you know, good presenters and stuff like that. And they're usually individuals that were deeply involved in sports themselves, as is often the case, you know.
Yeah.
And I think they do tend to be good at connecting, you know, people, I think, to the sport.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
But yeah, I like that. He explaining it as it goes. If I was going to watch some sumo to ground my kind of history knowledge more in kind of practical sport knowledge, I'd probably want to watch that.
yeah. It is a lot different from anything because it's only, um, it's only I can't say practiced and performed, but it's only officially um, staged in Japan. Although other,
It's only one league per se, like as in one official home to it, right? To
yeah,
the league.
although other
I mean,
countries
league
have,
isn't the right word, but yeah,
although other countries
I
have
get.
like sumo clubs and things like that, it's very unofficial.
I guess like champagne is French.
I don't get champagne. I don't know what
No, you know,
all
but
the
like is it
fuss is.
real? Yeah, it's not about that whether it's good or not, but there's only champagne comes from Champagne in France.
Yeah,
Everything else is sparkling white wine. If you're being snobby about it, you know what I
yeah,
mean? It's
yeah,
like there's only one true champagne, and it's from that location.
yeah.
I
Like
suppose it's the same thing, isn't it?
cognac.
Is that regional as well?
Definitely.
Like a regional drink, definitely. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Russian, yeah.
All cognac is brandy, but not all brandy is necessarily cognac.
Gotcha.
Is what I was taught.
Right. I'm not hugely knowledgeable about alcohol either,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Oh, you watch. I've
I
just
know a
loaded
few
all my.
snippets here and there of stuff.
I've just loaded all my containers on the Constellation. You watch now. My fucking drive won't work.
Huh.
I'd be like bollocks. Yeah. I'm gonna find out. Sure enough, it should work because I changed the drive before I retrieved the ship for the first time. Oh yeah, it's working. It's fucking working.
Lovely.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's calibrating anyway, so I'll tell you what though,
I sorry, go on.
they haven't half fucking nerfed the agility of the Constellation. It's fucking awful.
Really brick-like, is it?
Oh God. Well, yesterday when I flew the Apollo, it was so unresponsive, and I said to Bad Cows, I said I can't fucking believe how sluggish this ship is.
Do you think it's an RSI rebalance thing?
I don't know. I mean, I fly around in the C2, and it's a lot bigger ship, and it's a lot more agile. You could argue that it's got bigger engines, it's got bigger thrusters, that kind of thing. But
Yeah, but not for agility. That's forward thrust, isn't it?
yeah, but I used to go out doing service beacons in the Constellation, and there's something not quite right with my speed here, or it might be me. My muscle memory's off. It's sluggish as fuck. You're not going to be able to do shit with this ship.
Let's hope that it's an accidental rebalance
Well,
and get corrected properly, because it shouldn't be certainly less agile than the Corsair. A Corsair should be much harder to turn than a Connie.
you would think so. I mean,
It's got so many long levers. You know what I mean? It just
this
physics
thing
just says so much more force.
It has external thrusters all over the place.
Yeah, I look at the way that they're both built, and to me, I think the Connie should definitely move pretty, especially in pitch.
Yeah.
I don't know if it should yaw well, but roll and pitch, which of course used properly are almost the same thing.
Oh, I'm rolling it now, and it's just as sluggish as the pitch.
Which I don't think should be the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know those big VTOLs? where they're placed, you look at those, really they should be your roll and pitch, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I might.
And that would really make the Connie kind of like, if it was delivered that way, I reckon it'd make the Connie sort of like, for that class, a highly agile roll pitch ship.
Yeah.
Because they're also placed at the extremes, you know, look at the physics of it, they'd be perfect for the job.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a reason to not like me right now, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm getting used to the 9 meters a second with gear down shit.
Please don't fight for it.
No,
You know
I'm
what
not.
we need, really, yeah, what we really need is just to be able to set our own ratios, you know. If we could
Yeah.
do that, it'd be so good.
Well, you can. You can.
Where is that?
You can not lower the gear, and you can up and down your
Yeah,
maximum
no, I can
speed
do
with
that.
your scroll
Yeah,
wheel.
no, I already know that. No, I can definitely do that. I know that. I was just, it
And
would be
then-
nice for me to have them together.
Yeah. You can't adjust your speed with your gear down. Now there should be a maximum. You know, like if you're in an aircraft and you pull your gear out at 300 miles an hour, it's gonna get fucking damaged.
For sure, definitely.
But at 100 miles an hour or 120 miles an hour, it's not going to get damaged because that's the speed at which.
No, we need our safety speed. It's called safety speed.
Yeah, so you should have a maximum and you should be able to adjust it, just like you can with
you
SCM
fly
and nav mode.
Do you fly in real life? Are you a pilot also?
No.
Okay.
The only time I've ever been near a plane is as a passenger, and it's always been, never small aircraft. It's always been fucking 757 or 737 or
Yeah, got you.
Something
I'm
like
a
that.
pilot. I'm a pilot for light aircraft. You know, like the little Cessnas and things like that.
Cool.
And yeah, exactly what you're referring to is called safety speed.
So
yeah, totally correct. Dead on.
Is that just propeller craft, or do you fly jets as well?
Yeah, it's just no, I don't do jets, mate. Nothing like that. I'm just a completely recreational fixed pitch propeller light aircraft.
Right.
You know, so nothing really. You know, it's just like kind of one of the lowest level commercial grade licenses, including radio. You know, so it's. I've done sim and training to variable pitch and turboprop, and also I've done a bit of aerobatics, but no ratings per se at all on that stuff.
Okay, mate. Sorry, while you were talking, I'm just testing the doors on the Connie. I walk through the doors and it keeps my focus in a certain direction, and I can't turn round. I've got to walk forwards. I've got to walk forwards, and then it'll allow me to turn round. It's really weird.
That is very weird.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Let me try this again. So it works that way, but not that way. Yeah, it's fucking done it again. Right, so it's entering the cockpit, not exiting the cockpit. It only affects you when you're entering the cockpit. Right, well.
That's odd.
I'll just deal with it for now. As long as it doesn't turn...
Some strange kind of look focus.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't turn into anything nefarious.
No, we don't want that.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed you yesterday, mate, to be honest. Me and Bad Cows went on the Onyx run.
Somebody's calling me, mate. It might be some dinner.
Okay, mate.
Hang on one sec, mate. I think I'm being called for it now. Cheers, bro. One sec. Come on, mate.
Starting to get fucking over a couple of cool outfits up in there, man. Well, that goes.
Now, what do you bet? How many of these fucking containers am I going to lose when I send them down on the elevator? So I'm saying that now because Star Citizen does the opposite of what you want. So I'm kind of reverse psychology fucking myself over with the mindset that it's not going to happen. So I'm like reverse psychologying myself, if you get me. So I say, I wonder how many containers I'm going to lose. Welcome back, mate. I'm talking to myself. So
Stream and narration.
I say, well, I always do that. People laugh at me for doing a running commentary, but it's just.
But you're streaming narration. I think it's streaming narration. Streaming. It's you're narrating what you're up to. It's some people will watch, some people will probably listen.
Yeah, I've had quite a few comments on like, why'd you
man,
talk continuously while you're streaming? So people know what I'm doing. Is, I watch a stream of somebody just playing a game without any explanation of what they're doing or why, and it gets boring quick. For me.
I hear you, bro. So, just got my housemate too in the room as well. I'm sort of talking to both of you.
Is he a backer? Does he play Star Citizen?
No, he doesn't play Star Citizen.
Well, that's your next task then, mate.
Yeah, I'll get him on board.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'll get him on. He's not anti.
Yeah.
So that's good. He's not anti, so I consider that enough encouragement.
Well, after 3 months of playing Star Citizen, he'll be fucking anti. Unless he listens to you, and then he won't be anti.
Well, in the same way that we all kind of feel a little bit of a hint of, for fuck's sake, some days.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, as optimistic as I am, don't think that I don't have my for fuck's sake moment.
Yeah.
I really do. It's just I recognize them coming, and before it happens, you know what I mean? This is how I manage Star Citizen. Is some days I can play for 8 hours. Some days I can do 30 minutes. I look at it and I go, if I stay in here, this is going to start to make me not enjoy the game.
Yeah.
But I bring a different head entirely to aUEC. To me, aUEC, the whole point of it is to fucking, have shit explode. So I'm kind of...
I wish people would fucking recognize that, instead of, oh, I can't get access to my inventory. I can't do this. I can't do that.
Yes. Yeah, man. We're aUEC. We're earning our stripes. This is the reason we get to say "oorah." We eat 30k in shit stability.
Yeah. Fucking too right, mate.
Totally our job, mate. If it wasn't hard, fucking, they'd just open it up to the general populace. If it wasn't a shit build, you know what I mean, that represented the game perhaps in a really ugly, horrible way, then it would be open PTU, all waves. It's not. It's ours because, we're the guys that can handle that. Yeah. Sometimes some people can't, but, that's what our job's supposed to be. We're supposed to be the guys that can just turn up and eat whatever the fuck it is. Make our reports. Absolutely. And take a day off if we need.
I'm going to risk this. Send everything up on the elevator and send it back down just so I don't have to unload the container. Yeah, it's one of the things I like about you can have a difference of opinion on the extreme ends of the scale and not have an argument about it. Whereas other people, you just have to take the piss out of them, and they're like, right, I'm never talking to him again. He's a right wanker, he is. Which I think is a bit fucking extreme. But you've got to be a bit of an arsehole for me to ignore you.
Yeah, fair enough too.
There's quite a few people on Spectrum that I have ignored.
Well, I've heard you sort of like complain about some interaction with some aUEC, but then later on that day you're talking to them civilly in chat. You know what I mean? It's like, that says to me that somebody has to have a real hard push before you decide that you write them off.
Yes, I may come across as aggressive sometimes. Say, oh, he said this, what a dick. But
yeah.
I don't really think the guy's a dick. I just think what he said or what he did was stupid, and I wouldn't have done the same thing. But then again, each
Yeah,
to their own.
you're breveting
you
it
know.
a bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're summarizing it, breathing it down to the way that you express it. Yeah, I'm sort of learning the rhythm a little bit, you know what I mean? Because sometimes while I think that I don't necessarily think your words always exactly convey your meaning, if you know what I mean. Like in the case like that, you say the guy thinks a dick is like, you don't think he's a dick, but that was a dick thing to say, you know, which is two different things. I mean, all of us can be dicks, every one of us. It doesn't mean we're dicks.
You silver-tongued devil. I've never had anybody so eloquently tell me that I'm an asshole. That's brilliant, is that? Thanks, mate. No, seriously, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. While you were talking then, you know what, the image in my mind, you know Blazing Saddles?
Yeah, I love
When
that movie.
Taggart is speaking to Hedley Lamar, and
Hadley,
he
yeah.
says, "Oh, you know, you've got you silver-tongued devil, you words roll off your tongue like a $10 whore," or whatever he said.
Yep, that's
And
right.
that
Something like
scene
that.
was in my mind while you were talking. And I'm thinking, he's got such a nice way of telling me I'm a wanker. Yeah. Um,
You got
yeah.
to put this shit. You got to put this shit in a really shiny envelope, man.
Oh, absolutely. But it's different in Evo chat when you have a difference with somebody. There's a level of decorum, and you know, it's expected that you don't
I think
act
I agree with you.
you
I
don't
agree with you.
act
You
like
know,
you're in fucking general.
well, the thing is, we're supposed to be on the same team. You know, we get rough builds. You know what I mean? We're working together, kind of a bit tighter, and you know, sometimes we don't get pleasure of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's important that we don't try to make chat difficult for each other as well.
Yeah.
You know, and generally, because the way I do that is the first thing I try to do is I give my fellow Evo Cardi members benefit of the doubt. If there's two ways to take what they say, I do my very best to try and see the best way it could be received, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because, oh, fuck, man, God, it's easy to find trouble if you look for it. You know, it's easy to find the negative if you look for it. You know what I mean? It's just like the world can just seem so full of it. And I don't know, if you give people a little bit of room to correct themselves, sometimes they do. I don't know.
I have.
And if they don't, then I wrap them off too. I just go, oh, this guy's either having a bad day, depending on how I know them. You know, if I don't know them at all, I might just go, you know what? I'm not going to bother. You know, I could be like that. I could just fuck it. There's too many people in the world already that are too hard basket. I'm not going to add another one. Or, you know, I might just say, you know what, might not be his day. I'm going to give him another chance another day. Depends how generous I'm feeling, I guess, and what their infraction is. Yeah, just the same usual reasonable stuff, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I'm at Lawville. Or
Lawville.
Everest.
You're at
Everest.
You're at Everest. Yeah, I've just docked.
Yeah.
I've just docked at Everest, mate. I need to. Oh God, it depends what I'm doing. What do you feel like doing? Do you feel like doing anything?
The new Hyperion is down if we wanted to try that out.
The new Hyperion.
Well, Hyperion's out again. It's a new build, obviously.
Let me have a look.
I look at the mission. Sorry, the thing. It says Onyx Facilities Part 3, right? But it doesn't any longer mention that Part 3 is only partial, whereas I believe the last one did. I think that it mentioned it was only a partial part of it.
Where? What? Hang on, get my head. I'm thinking 15 things and can't even fucking handle one. What are you talking about, Part 3? Where's Part 3?
I'm talking about patch notes right now in testing focus area.
I'm looking at patch notes, right.
It says Onyx Facilities Part 3, right? I believe when we went down before, usually there was afterwards, you know, they described each area further down, but that's been removed. Whereas they talk, you know, the facility is this, and they'd kind of give you a rundown on what each bit is about. from the testing focus, like
Okay.
the summaries later
Yep.
on.
Yep.
Well, they've been removed, but in those summaries, it was mentioned that the Onyx facility part 3 was only kind of partial, and a bit more was going to be added in a later date. I can't remember if testing focus part 3 mentioned it partial, or if it was only mentioned later on in the summary
Yep.
notes.
I'm with you now. I'm totally with you.
So,
Right.
yeah.
So,
It's potential that we're seeing more of the part 3 of Onyx facility.
right. Now I'm
Potential.
on the same page with you now, mate.
If we ask in Eva chat, Eva will know. I haven't really logged in at this yet, so Eva will know if there's been more of the mission turned on if we ask, I'm sure.
Yeah, I should ask Mr. Kraken, because he's the go-to man for all things Onyx.
He definitely knows his stuff.
Yeah.
He was in this server a little earlier checking out some regression thing, I think.
Hang on, they're talking about hardware off the back of something I said about XMP, which reminds me, I need to check my fucking temperatures. Jesus
That's right, I actually saw you guys
fucking
chatting about
Christ.
that earlier. Hot?
My,
What are you cooking, mate?
yeah, my temperatures are up today, but they're not. They're up to 70 degrees, which that's slightly on the concerning side. But no matter, I'll run with this. If it explodes, then I'll just cry about it.
I find tears are really the best solution.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a discussion about XMP. Chemus said that he's enabled XMP on his in his BIOS, and it's made his experience that much smoother.
Right.
Which it should do, because XMP is enhanced or extended memory profile. It uses overclock settings within the parameters of your RAM to make it faster. And without it, it just runs at a standard speed. And there's XMP1 and XMP2. XMP1 isn't as hungry as XMP2, whereas XMP2 maxes it out. So whatever works best, and if you don't care about power usage and you've got a system that can keep itself cool, then XMP2 is the way to go. But if you have stability problems, you don't enable XMP, and that's usually for people using like budget RAM, crucial RAM, and all that. Or no-name RAM, but I never do that. I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to hardware. I will buy branded and verified, certified shit that has been tested.
I believe in you pay for what you get for in many areas of the world.
Yeah, I mean when excuse me, when I was working for a company that didn't pay well, and all my computer gear was what I could afford, which wasn't very good. Subsequently, I've had much better paying jobs since then, and so I've been able to afford really good hardware. Not the best, I haven't gone stupid and had a meeting with my bank manager to buy a fucking graphics card or something like that, but I've been quite sensible with the gear I've got. But I always excuse me, I always buy the maximum
High
amount
return for your dollar.
Yeah, I always buy the maximum amount of RAM that my motherboard will support. And that's why I've got 128 gigs now. And usually when I
you're going to be good for ages.
Oh God, yeah. Usually when I tell people
and it'll get
how
you
much
through areas. Sorry, it's going to get you through stuff. Sometimes your other specs won't, I reckon, too.
Yeah, mate. There's no fucking way on this planet that I'm going to be using half that amount of RAM for anything.
No.
If I was running AutoCAD, like 15 fucking instances of AutoCAD, I wouldn't use that much RAM. So it's a bit of a waste, really, but you know, that's what I do. I buy the maximum amount of RAM that my board will fit.
Right.
And I got it when it was cheap. Hang on. I'm going to add Bad Cows to the chat if I can find him. Just bear with me. No, I can't find him. Have you got Bad Cows on your friends list?
No, I don't currently. I'll have a look in my social. Could he be on another shard?
No, he's in Discord, sorry.
Oh, I see.
Hang on. Because you were able to join when Bad Cows rang me yesterday. He used the chat that we'd previously used, and you joined us after we'd started chatting. So he must be able to do the same thing. If you get what, am I making
Yes, it
sense?
would. Yep, absolutely. Yes, no, you can join our chat for sure.
Yeah.
Since we're both on his friends list.
How did you join yesterday when we were talking?
Here we go.
1, 2, testing.
3, 4.
Here we go.
Yep.
I am it. We are.
Again, is anything new exciting?
We're not doing anything yet. We were just discussing that there's a slight change in this new build to the description in the Site 3 missions. So I don't know whether that means that we're seeing more of the mission chain yet or not. We were just thinking about asking in chat.
I reckon.
Okay.
We haven't even got into it yet, Bad Cows. We're just talking about it, and I reckon we should just fucking do it and see what's different. I think that's the best way.
Yeah.
How do you know
Yeah.
it's different?
I looked at the new patch notes, and there was a mention of Site B Part 3 only being in a partial state, but that's been removed now. So I'm wondering, if
Well,
I'm not sure if what that means. You know what I mean? I just know that it's removed. It doesn't say that it's been extended.
Yep.
You sound really tired today, Bad Cows. Have you had a hard time dreaming about the Apollo last night?
No, just yeah.
You should have seen him, Thammers. It was like a fucking kid with the keys to a sweet shop.
No. I